Okay, so this is how to make a tea candle lantern. Uh, this one happens to be six-sided. You can make them out of square if you can find them. I couldn't actually find one. This came from a dollar store. Again, it's cheap, a couple of bucks. There's a couple little tabs that you have to pull down to get them out. To get the glass out, that is. And just fiddle around a little bit, make sure you don't cut your fingers or break the glass. That's it. Once you get the glass out, grab some 220 or 320 grit sandpaper and a little block of wood. Anything will do. I just grabbed that from somewhere. And sand all the edges of the glass. The reason is two things. One, you don't want to cut yourself because it's glass. Be careful to cut it thin so you don't want to break it either. But two, it's going to help when you trim the film off so that little pieces of glass don't get under the film. Kind of annoying, actually. So basically just sand the edges, check them. Yeah, you can pull your fingers back, but don't push them forward. So back is fine, forward is not. Much like stitches. Alright, so sand them all up. You'll be good to go. And next is the film. Okay, so now I've done most of them, so just spray some soap and water on them, basically a couple drops of soap with some water. And then clean them quite well, make sure there's no junk on them. Wash them off after with hot water, just to make sure they're clean, because any little pieces of junk on it, it's going to show through. I've already put some pieces of tape on just to pull the film back, but you put them on both corners. Pull the film back, and that's the sticky side. Grab your soap and spray it. Now this stuff is really small, and it's really annoying to get it not to slide around, but you'll get it. It just takes a little bit of practice. Basically put it on. Yeah. Set it with your fingers best you can. Kind of slide it over to the edge. And the reason I use the paper towel underneath is so I got something to stick it on and slide it around with. Just cut it off with your scissors. Put it down the paper towel. I know this squeegee's a little overkill, but I couldn't find my small one, so that works. It's just a window squeegee, and it won't scratch stuff. A little soap on the surface to make sure that it glides. And you're going to push all the air bubbles out, or most of them. And that's about it. A few bubbles here and there that you can work your way out. And then just set it aside and let it dry for a few hours. So now we're back going to assemble this stuff. So try and find the film side, and that goes inside. Once in a while it's a little hard to find, and you'll figure it out if you turn one backwards. You'll see that in a minute or two. Basically it's the reverse of what you did. They fit kind of in the little bracket at the top, and then you just fold the stuff back. Four-sided one will work the same way. They all pretty much are built identical. And once again, watch your fingers and try not to break glass. Light your tea candle. Now I didn't after doing this, didn't like the way the T-candle worked in there. It's a little bit small. Built up a lot of heat. But as you can see, even in good light source, it's got a nice reflection. Kind of works. I like it. Don't know if you do. But using a T-candle in something that small will probably burn your film. It gets really hot. So I've changed it to a little Christmas LED candle. Not as bright, as you can see. But you can still see a couple. Now the lights are off. And it shows that pretty good. I mean, after all, they're for nighttime. Or dim time. That's really dark. All the lights are off. It's actually in my bathroom. And if you notice, there's a little glow on one corner. That's one of the films that actually got flipped the other way. So it's actually facing outside. Now, this is a square one. It's one of the first ones they did. It's got a T-candle in it, if you can find one that size. Came from the dollar store, too. Pretty cheap. They're about $3. Same principle. Works the same way. But these will take T-candles. I've run that one for quite a while. Nothing's ever happened. And I think the square ones are just as neat because they're a bigger surface. And you can also, with the door open, kind of use it almost like an illusion box, I guess. See that in a sec as I try to get the camera in so you can see it. And I wouldn't be sticking my face in there because you'd probably burn your nose, but it's kind of a cool effect. And you see the little tabs up top. That's what holds the mirrors in. Anyway, hope you liked it. Have fun making your own.